Here are 3 things I focus on when I mangafy a real-life character. So yes, the word doesn't exist, and essentially you can apply this to comics or anything else. Ultimately, it's about stylizing real-life people, but manga tends to attract more people. If you want to design believable characters that also seem like they are familiar from real life, then you should also focus yourself towards real life. Often many rely on cool and one-dimensional features to portray a character. Imagine I draw a villain, tall, strong, with dark circles under their eyes, and preferably a scar. It doesn't look like a character you've really experienced or seen in real life, but rather like an idea of a villain that we've seen 1,000 times in movies or series. Sometimes this fact makes your designs weak and one-dimensional. And today we're not talking about characteristics or backstories, that would be too much for now. Point 1. When it comes to designing random characters, use also random references as well. As an artist, you should first abolish your subjective sense of whether you find these people beautiful or not. Try not to judge something, but rather explain in words what you find particularly interesting. Over time, this creates a visual library of references in your head, and if you don't just focus on objectively beautiful features, you'll also get a better sense of what will fit better with your character. Point 2. Level of stylization. When I have chosen a character, I try to sketch them out bluntly first. The sketches are yours alone, so it's okay if they're ugly. The goal is to get something on paper as quickly as possible. Consider what you have noticed. Compare your drawing with the photo and think about what you have particularly emphasized or what has been lost in the process. After that step, I redraw the whole thing 2 or 3 times to get rid of unnecessary details and only focus on the distinctive points. Does he have a large nose? How angular is his face? What can I highlight from that? Especially when it comes to small things like the eye, it's important to understand how it's shaped. That's why I draw it sometimes again and again. If you want to know what materials I use, you can find everything listed on my website ChuChuBox. The list is always being updated, and at this point I would like to thank my Patreon supporters. Without you, making this YouTube channel wouldn't be possible. Point 3. Exaggerate. I love this point, and it's usually my personal solution when I'm stuck. Especially with delicate characters where it's very difficult to highlight features, it's important to exaggerate nuances and emphasize a small detail. After all, the characters should also appear unique. Of course, there are many more aspects to making characters believable or interesting, so feel free to write in the comments what else you would be interested in. Let's see where the journey takes us.